Do you believe in curses, bad luck, fate? Me, not so much. But we can't argue the 720 GTR has been through hell. We first bought this car in 2019 and Damon did an absolute epic build. Unfortunately, in September of 2021, the motor blew up while driving with Manny Koshebin. That bad luck hadn't even started yet because in December of 2022, the car was rear-ended and deemed a total loss. But we bought it back, rebuilt it, and put a wide body kit on it. Did our first drive, and then Lady Luck struck another hand. The engine failed. It's been a year, so we're back. I can tell you to figure out what's going on with the infamous 720 GTR. All right, guys, we're here for a huge 720 update. Apparently, the motor is out and is, well, we'll let Alex explain. Alex is in a meeting right now, so before he gets down here to talk about the motor, I'm gonna take the front bumper and bring it to DTM because unfortunately, in transport, it was damaged. The whole front splitter. Well, that looks familiar. Look how blue that interior is. Isn't that wild? It's a Revuelto.
No, everybody's copying the Mercy.
It's Revuelto. I always say it wrong and drives you guys crazy. The Revuelto.
Revuelto.
I'll never forget that.
Revuelto.
The heavy R.
I noticed there was another Mercy at SEMA with the same blue interior.
Really?
Yeah.
The carbon roof, cover, all this, all the carbon. That's a high spec. Is that a wrap or is that paint? That's paint. Damn, that's an expensive car. Hey, sexy, how you been?
I'm great. How you doing?
You're sick.
You're sick too.
I know, so stay the away from me.
You stay the away from me. I'm getting over it. You still sound like
I got over it, and I came back and Jason got me
funny.
sick.
I walk in here and you try to offer me holes when I have in my mouth already. But I always have something in my mouth. So we're good with that, right?
I was looking at this. How do you pronounce it? Is it Revuelto?
I guess. Revuelto.
I get all the time. It's Revuelto.
Doesn't matter, bro. If you own one, you can pronounce it however the you want. How about that?
Is that yours?
Yeah, it's one of ours, yeah.
What was that? What was the MSRP on that build with all that carbon?
This one is about close to $800,000 MSRP. That's before tariffs. So this car is closer with the tariffs. It's about probably $880,000, close to $900,000.
How are they doing? Like for a while there, they took a dip.
Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you go ahead.
Dad, 1 second. Can I call you back in 15 minutes?
We'll get done in 15 minutes.
Yeah, when the real boss calls, you gotta stop this. You know what I'm saying?
The Revueltos, they took a dip. Are they good now? What's happening?
I don't know. I mean, the 2024 cars are the ones that you could get a deal on. The other cars you can't get a deal on. If you
really?
Yeah, bro. If you buy anything from the dealer right now, you got to pay the tariff on it. So you're looking at whatever MSRP is, and then they're putting it into the car. So it's probably another $80,000 on top. So like my original black one that I bought was $670,000. I think that car today, same spec, would be about $760,000. The reason I know is because I just sold the gray one, our wide body car, so that's gone. And I'm actually in the middle of finishing up the black car and we're selling the black car. And I need to buy another one.
Which one's twin turbo, the black one?
That one, yeah, that one's twin turbo.
Is that almost done? How much power will that make?
Probably like 1,500.
Holy.
We gotta go slow because we don't know how much the clutch can handle, so we gotta see what happens. But I mean, honestly, in my opinion, everybody's sleeping on the Revuelto. It's an amazing car. It's unbelievable. If you've had a Huracan STO or any kind of, Huracan, and then you've had a Aventador SVJ, it's just like taking both of them and just meshing them and then putting the, hybrid system. Everybody talks about it, but it's amazing. And this car is actually more fun to throw around and do all kinds of super with than it is in an SVJ, because when you throw this car around, it literally acts like a rear-wheel drive car, and it's got so much power. I mean, it's amazing. The headroom, especially for somebody who's tall, is so much better in this car compared to the SVJ. I mean, obviously you take the rawness out of it. The SVJ is more raw, the Aventador is more raw, more analog, but everybody talks that this car is hybrid, but they forget that it still has a 6.5 liter in the back of you. Fast as shifts amazing, it's comfortable, drives great. Love it.
New year, new you. That's always the promise we make ourselves every January, and unfortunately by February, we dive back into old habits. And it's really hard, especially as you get older, because you are stuck in your ways. That's just a lie you tell yourself every day so that you don't have to make any personal changes. I've had some major breakthroughs thanks to BetterHelp, today's sponsor, in achieving change I actually want in my life. I've been divorced twice. I've been through a lot. I had a really hard childhood, and I use that as an anchor. When I have things that are stressful or hard, I put it in a little box, I put it to the side and I ignore it, and I'm really good at it. Slowly, then suddenly, you ignore that problem and all of a sudden one day it blows up. Doing my taxes, which I hate dealing with. Dealing with my credit report when there's a problem. Things I tend to ignore till they get really bad, but I've made some huge changes. Thanks to a conversation with my therapist at BetterHelp, they explained, you are the version of you decide you are at any moment. You're lying to yourself. You can be whatever it is you want to be, but you need help to get there. And that's why I love BetterHelp and their services. I've been using it now for over 3 years and it's been really helpful. And this year, if you want to make changes, I think you should too. Fill out that questionnaire and they'll match you with a therapist typically in a few days. If you don't like the therapist they assigned you, you can switch at any time for no extra cost. Over 6 million people have already made this choice to better themselves. So right now, you guys, click the link below in the description and get 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp is sponsoring today's video, and it's a service I actually use that's made some big changes in my life. I know Damon loves his. We obviously had a small issues with it.
Yeah.
But Lamborghini, ironically, really stepped up. They brought us to the factory, they fixed the car. They've been really good to us. Because Ferrari is not doing that.
Look, I don't care if you're a gigantic manufacturer. I don't care if you're a small shop like us. When you build cars or you're playing with engines and you're playing with stuff like this, you're playing with fire.
You are.
You know, everything that's going on with Koenigsegg and all the that's happening.
What's your thoughts on that, by the way?
All that, bro. You know what? I look at it from Christian's point of view because I'm not Christian in any way possible, but I would love to be one day. He's like a hero to me if I look at it, and the way the guy does stuff and what he builds. When you're building that caliber of things, you're gonna have issues. So when you're buying a car like that, you should obviously know that that car is gonna have issues.
Right.
If a car like Lamborghini and Ferrari has issues, or even as simple as a car like VW or Honda has issues, a car on that level is gonna have all kinds of problems. Now, do I say that it's okay? No, but spending that kind of money on a project like that, that's like a project car. That's not a production car, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I still buy a Koenigsegg.
So you feel like if someone bought that car, they should expect it if it happens, like, just deal with it and drop it off at the dealer. It's not a daily driver.
It's not a daily driver, and as long as a company's standing behind their product and they're taking care of it, then...
Which they do.
Which they do, yeah. It goes the same way with us and like the 720, right? There's reasons that 720's motor came out. Originally, had nothing to do with us, and I covered somebody else's shit. Now we had another failure with it, and it was something with the piston.
Okay, so we haven't talked about that yet.
No, we haven't.
So let's go to the back of the car, and let's talk about that. Are we missing anything back here?
Yeah, the engine's out.
All right, so the audience is clear, there's no motor back here.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
First of all, we had an issue with, obviously, the transmission when it was engaging.
Yes.
It was shutting off. So I went through hell dealing with that. We had a bigger clutch put in this car, and it was one of the first ones to get that clutch. So it was the first one to actually get that big clutch. And after trying to fix it with software and so on, it just wasn't happy. It wasn't working. We decided to take the clutch out, pull the motor out again. Mind you, ever since this car overheated and we rebuilt the motor, we pulled the motor out of this car another 3 times.
So to back it up for a second, it overheated because when something was happening to this car, not you, somebody drilled something into the expansion tank?
Yeah.
And that caused the car to lose coolant?
All the coolant. And then Damon was out having fun, and we didn't know why it overheated like that until we took the car apart. And one of my guys walked over to me and said, "Hey, you see this expansion tank?" And it had a nice drill mark into it. So that was the main reason this car
go
took
back to the beginning. The first
I
time
never had a problem, bro.
The first time the engine blew up,
It didn't blow up.
way back in the day.
Oh, first
The
time it
stock
blew up,
motor
yeah, that was
through
wrong.
a piston.
Yeah.
That was a Manny caution bin.
That broke the rod.
And that broke the rod.
Yeah.
That motor came out. So if you guys don't know that, the Beast, Derek Lewis, he had a stock 720 motor. We bought that, and then we sent that off to get built.
Yeah, we built that.
And then that was the motor that went in the car.
That was the motor that you guys were driving around with for a long ass time.
Before it got hit.
Before it got hit. And then it got hit, and then you guys decided to wide body this thing. They got wide bodied, and then all of a sudden everything started taking a shit. The last thing we did is we pulled the motor out, we sent the clutch out, they sent the clutch back, we put it in, everything was fine. It started driving nice, it was engaging, it was great. While that happened, I took the car out a couple times, and we kept getting this like ticking noise.
Right. That was the last video. We thought it was a clutch.
We thought it was a flywheel.
The flywheel.
So it was getting a ticking noise. I thought it was a flywheel. I took everything apart. We put a new flywheel in there. We put the thing back in. We obviously did a leak down in compression. Everything looked perfectly fine. And then when we put it back in, I told the guys basically, just start unhooking every cylinder at once. Now, we should have probably done that before we pulled it down, but I had to pull it down because I was scared of the whole clutch. because it was in so many times in and out that I decided to put a flywheel in there. So we put it back in there, started disconnecting injectors, obviously, as the car was running, and then we got to a certain cylinder, and obviously the noise disappeared when it didn't have any injection pulse. So when that happened, I told the guys, that's it, shut it off, pull the motor out. So we put cylinder number 8 on this side, last piston, we pulled it apart, and we had a load of scoring on the skirts of the piston. So I decided, take it apart, clean it up, put it in a box, send it back out to the machine shop. Now it's getting new pistons, new sleeves, new everything, and getting put back together, and we got to put it back in the car. So that's where we're at with the car. If something happens in your hands, you got to take responsibility over it and fix it. So I think we're doing the right thing by taking the motor out and rebuilding it, put all new parts in there, and sticking it back in here. So it happens with stuff like this, you know?
So for this car, like a 720, someone watching this that wants to have a 720, should just not with it? But
No, fuck that, bro. There's so many different variants of what could have caused this. I'm not the type of person to play the blame game. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna say shit. It happened when it was in our hands, so it's our responsibility, and we got to take care of it. I could sit here and give all kinds of excuses of why this happened. That's not gonna take us anywhere. It's not gonna change anything. At the end of the day, the car needs to get done. It's gonna come out of our pocket. We're gonna cover the problem. We've covered all the labor on the car with trans going in and out. That wasn't our problem either. The clutch being up was not our problem. I never asked for anything for that. We obviously did all the labor and we took care of it. That's how it's supposed to be. But of course, you could go back and say, hey, maybe if we didn't do this and this, we could have avoided this. But it happens. This is performance. This is building cars. This is trying to make power, and sometimes shit happens, and you need to move on and deal with it. You know what I mean?
So the idea once it's built is that then it's like, this is Damon's word, bulletproof.
Nothing's ever bulletproof.
Nothing's Damon proof.
It's not even about Damon, bro. Nothing is bulletproof. You know, just because everybody sees cars flying down a half mile doing a 260 mile per hour pass doesn't mean that shit is bulletproof. When you go to Texas 2K and you see these GTRs and you see these twin turbo Huracans and this and that, trying to break records, trying to set times and do this and that. If you go by any one of those guys' trailers, you go by T1's trailer, you go by Ciccio's trailer, I don't care whose trailer you go by. If somebody's doing this, they're playing this game, they have spare parts there for a reason, bro. People replace motors overnight to race the next day. You know, this is a big money game. That's why when people call me and tell me, hey, I want to make a 2,000 horsepower Huracan, it's like, can you really afford a 2,000 horsepower Huracan? Because it's not guaranteed that
You can't build a 2,000 horsepower Huracan and drive every day and never think about it.
It depends. You can and you can't. There's levels to everything. You could build a 2,000 horsepower Huracan, the motor will handle it all day long, but then you don't build the transmission and even though it's built, okay, when you drag race it, that transmission's gonna break. I don't care what car it is, I don't care what company it is. There's no guarantee that when you build something like this and you're pushing the limits that you're gonna go out there and something's not gonna break.
So when this car is done, should we just turn it down a little bit so we don't break it again?
Well, this car did not get f***ed up because it was turned up. I have cars making 1,100-1,200 horsepower on these cars all day. This car we had a failure.
Oh, it's actually got pistons and rods in the back of your shirt right now.
Yeah, I do.
We could reference that.
Okay, so this is a good example. So there's a piston. This is the top of the piston.
Yeah.
Usually when you have a lot of detonation, you'll get pinning through the whole top of the pistons, especially on the corners over here. It'll start to char. That's from detonation, from it getting really hot. The thing is, on the piston that we have in your car, that cylinder that failed, the crazy part is everything's clean, okay? What's up on that piston is this whole side of the piston. So right here is what you call the skirt. So when the skirt goes to the bottom of the bore, sometimes it sticks out past where the cylinder wall is, right? And when it's coming back up, if that clearance is too loose or something like that, what it could cause is a lot of tipping. So every time it's on the rod, right, with a pin in here. But even when this pin is in here, like my finger, right, this still could rotate like this. So when it comes down and it comes out of the bore, if the clearances are too big, and when it's coming back up, it could tip. Every time it tips and it hits, it can basically start chewing away at the skirt of the piston. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So all the other pistons in the motor were perfectly fine. It's cylinder 8 that had an issue. So either we had a failure with something with the piston that didn't like it, or it expanded too much, it got stuck, whatever had happened, or we had a problem with one of the injectors in that cylinder, it detonated, it got too hot, there's so many different things that could have happened, but obviously we had a failure. So in order to fix that failure, there's only one thing to do: new set, rehone everything, rebore everything, clean everything up.
Because you don't build the motors; those go out. You don't do that here, do you?
We don't do it here, no. No, the machine shop does it.
Yeah. In LA or just to go somewhere else?
Well, it used to be all done in Canada. Now it's in Texas.
No, we're in Canada.
And Toronto.
How funny is that?
Yeah.
Toronto sucks.
Yeah.
So I guess the next question is, what's our timeline then?
We should probably have the motor back in a few weeks, and then we can start putting everything back together.
But the clutch issue is dealt with, so the engaging issue?
That's done.
That's done.
Yeah.
So as long as the motor comes back and it's done properly, bolted in there, and then
that's it, we're done.
Solve all the problems.
I love that car, and I love you guys, but it's time to move the on.
And you guys want to see it driving as well. I know it's been hard for everybody.
It's time to move on, and it's depressing to come in and see it here every day sitting, so.
What else are you working on right now? What else is big and exciting that you can show me on camera? So a lot of stuff is hidden here.
We just, on camera, not really much. A Revuelto that just came in.
I was looking at the wing earlier. That wing's wild. Who made that?
That's a Duke Dynamics.
Oh, Duke.
Yeah. So we just did our full F1 system on this car. It's getting our tune and everything done. It should be getting shipped out. We're doing actually a sound system in here too.
Oh, you do that here?
Yeah, the sound system. I have somebody who comes in and does it for us. Got it. We're making a whole package for a sound system in these cars because the sound system sucks. It's horrible. I'd rather have a little Beats headphone in this car than listen to the music inside. We got my RWB that's just hanging out. I
love that thing. Damon wanted to buy that off you, remember?
Yeah, it's not for sale.
They're big money, aren't they?
They're big money. Sick cars, especially this one.
They drive like
Not this one.
Really?
This
Make
one
it
makes
faster?
700 horsepower.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, this one rips. And then
That's wild.
We got my British Racing Green GT3 RS. I think 1 of 6.
This is yours.
This is mine, yeah. Yeah,
you are rich.
9 months ago.
Wow.
It finally came in.
What's funny is for how rare these are, I feel like everybody has a 992 RS.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
they're not limited, obviously.
Well, you drive in LA, and every single person has one of these.
Everyone.
So, like, that was my whole thing. I bought it. The reason I bought it is because I got it for MSRP, which is unheard of.
How much is MSRP on this?
This car's MSRP was $345. Yeah, so I have somebody offered me $485,000 for it. So
if you sold it right away, would you get in trouble?
I gotta wait like 4 months.
4 months.
I love it, bro, but it's just.
I'd sell it.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't do any. It doesn't.
Is that the wing from it?
That's the wing from this one. So we have this one on the dyno. Right?
Oh, that's sick. This is crazy.
Yeah, we pulled that off when the car's on the dyno because we're testing some stuff. So we got to get to the ECU. So we pull all this stuff.
This looks expensive.
It's very expensive.
Just the mechanism alone.
Yeah. So this is in for some development and testing for our twin turbo kit that we'll be releasing in the next month and a half. So that's almost all done. So we've been working on that, trying to finish that up. Pretty nuts. The guys have it up right now, and we're building all of it. Huh. Most of it's on their table, but these are the these are the runners, and then basically it's a step header, so it gets bigger, and then it'll basically look like an octopus down here. It goes back, forth, and then it goes into 2 collectors on each side, and then goes in.
You know what? Actually, off camera I saw it back there. Yeah. He said don't film it, but I filmed it. It looked like a bag of snakes.
Yeah, it's nuts. Wait until you see all this, because you only saw this part right here.
Yeah.
But all this, basically, this one comes out, leads back, comes back, because it's all equal length. And the crazy part is, once we measured out the middle ones, they're coming out to almost like 6.5 feet per runner.
What?
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, you don't know yet?
No.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I wanted to do something different, you know.
Is that how you test an exhaust? Like, you just got to try it?
Yeah, I mean, I have the ideas behind it and what I want to do, but without trying it, you don't know. So this could either come out insane and work really good, or it goes straight into the trash. So it's hundreds of hours of development and testing, and you could either win or you fail. But you got to do it. If you don't do it, you'll never find out. So our other GT3 RS in the back, we just got the intercooler and everything machined, and that's all done. So we'll have that back from our machine shop, which is our old shop.
Oh, is that your machine shop now?
Yeah, so Steve-O's there cutting all that stuff.
What's he lonely there now?
No, he's awesome by himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he likes being by himself.
Fabricators usually don't like that.
And grumpy guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He likes his peace and quiet. He doesn't want to be around people.
No, you can. What are you doing? You can. Right on. Do you want Guy, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
We can switch. He could take Cheyenne. You could have me. We'll see.
Is Cheyenne good at his job?
Just switching brown people?
Yeah.
So it's all about V12s with you now, hey?
Yeah.
I ain't seen any Huracans right now.
No, I don't want to focus on anything else, man. We got a 12-cylinder, hopefully, coming. All I want to do is walk in here and just see a bunch of Aventadors.
Ironically, I don't see any McLarens here either.
No, there's only one McLaren. and there won't be any more McLarens. No, I've made an executive decision and, you know, gone over it with my brother and my guys and my dad and everybody else, and we're just gonna.
Get your dad involved in this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is serious now.
No, I just want to.
You want to get my dad involved in it?
Yeah, sure.
Talk to him in 3 years.
Bring him over. I'll set his ass straight.
Will you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need an Armenian family, man.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I got you.
You guys are close.
Yeah.
See, we don't do that. Like, we all separate. You guys
My
stick
dad
together.
calls me 30 times a day.
I've been to
I
Turkey.
guaranteeing you, he's watching the cameras right now. Every single camera. He watches these guys more than I watch them.
He works in the jewelry business, right?
Yeah, but he sits at his
Is it
office.
like Trax NYC where he yells at people and you guys are fighting all the time? And, where's my money?
Trax is awesome.
He's
Trax
cool,
is
right?
Awesome, yeah. I actually want to hit up Trax and bring him over to our building and let him walk
He
around.
just bought a Serato, so he can do an exhaust room or something.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, it's a
Hit him up.
V10.
I mean, we're
but-
in the same business, so. But yeah, our main focus is to focus on our exhaust systems and just do mass production and start putting stuff on the shelf.
And your dad said no more McLarens.
No, it's not about my dad, man. I'd rather just stick to a group of cars that, you know, I'm happy with, I enjoy working on, and just there isn't too many people who play with it.
Why?
It's hard to do.
Why do you do this? This is
I'm an
miserable.
idiot.
This is misery.
Idiot.
Casual SVJ, what's happening with this thing?
This is my car. We just put the new suspension in. I had JRZ make us custom suspension for the car. Stage 2 package, it'll make about 1,800 wheel. And that's it. I'm gonna put it back on the street. The car has 1,050 miles on it. It's brand new, so I miss it, and it's time to get it back.
How many cars do you own?
Too many right now. Way too many.
Any thoughts, Guy? This is my security, by the way.
Could I borrow one?
Sure. Which one do you want to borrow? My 993 just came. The one I bought in Japan a year ago. So that thing
sick.
finally got here. It's in Miami at my buddy's shop.
Okay, Ferrari, what's happening with this thing?
Oh, it's just here for some service.
Okay.
It'll be
You like these?
They're cool. I mean, for the price, I think it's great. The price have dropped on them like crazy. So on the F8 has. I mean, there's certain Ferraris that have gone absolutely crazy.
Like what?
430 Scud has gone absolutely nuts. The 360 Challenge has gone absolutely insane.
The Stradman, you missed your chance.
Bro, it has gone.
much?
Okay, my buddy bought a Scud for 260 grand 5 months ago. Okay, he just got offered $490,000 for it.
What?
Yeah, go look at Scud prices.
You know what? Mo Shalizi was saying that about,
Bro.
because he's got some scuds.
Listen,
some clean
the
stuff.
biggest mistake I ever made is not buy a Pista.
Oh, Pista? What happened to the Pista?
They're $700,000.
How many did it make? $699?
I don't, bro. I was getting Pistas offered at $450,000, $490,000. Like what? 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
What the hell, Guy? Hey, lie on the ground, lie on the ground, lie on the ground, lie on the ground. You okay, dude?
What's wrong with you,
Sorry.
bro?
It's okay.
It's
We're
okay.
brothers.
Brown on brown crime doesn't happen. What happened? Simple Green sponsored you guys?
You like that?
Yeah. GoDaddy. That bumper's gonna fit in here.
Yeah, we could push that one.
Dave's
down.
gonna have to sit on your lap. You gotta fold down both these seats.
They don't fold down, unfortunately.
Hey, buddy.
So,
Long time no see. How you been?
not bad.
How's your new home? They give you food and water?
Sometimes.
You guys know Michael. He worked at a shop with us for a few months, and then we shut it down. We hooked you up with Intani, and now you're making exhaust here.
Yeah,
Well, I just wanted to say hi.
yeah. What's up?
I love the hat, by the way. How funny is that?
So rock.
We're picking up the 720 piece by piece.
Yeah. Today the bumper.
This is the bumper.
Tomorrow the front half will have all the coats.
It has been a big pain in the ass, and you can tell by Alex's persona that he's tired of it as well. But when it's done, this car will be a ton of fun. This car has been through a hell of a journey. Some say it's cursed. I don't think so. I think you just keep pushing forward and get it done. Sad and lonely. Well, buddy, hopefully soon. Damn, you don't realize how big the f***ing bumper is.
I know, it's huge.
All right, well, we got the bumper. We had the update on the 720. I have to fly home, so I need you to go to DTM and see if we can get that fixed.
Right. Also gotta drop off the NSX.
Oh yeah, because you f***ed up the NSX. I forgot about that.
Look what I did.
Why would you do that? You literally f***ed that bumper up. By the way, guys, pretty soon we're gonna drop this hoodie. Comment below if you like it. Are you commenting right now? Yeah, the
Top drops?
yeah, I'll take those. I'll see ya.
Alright, see ya. Have a safe flight.
Thanks, man.